before he's brought down at the 28.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 2.
On 3rd and 2, Stevens. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. Able to rip up a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run the counter. Jacobs. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Dancing to his left. Interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go with a keeper. So depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the deep. got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on 3rd down, Stevens buying time to his left. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tackle made at
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
makes the score Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He gets it to Brown. Complete. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now to add the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Stevens now off the play fake, rolling to his right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now Stevens. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe recognizing a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Stevens. They're trying to get to Woods, but it's intercepted. Jones, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 2, Jackson will get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. To throw again. Stevens. Waller taking it in over the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get into field goal.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Number 10. Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have...
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 30 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive. After what happened on the last one. Throw on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. the false start. They need 8 yards here on third down. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Breida. And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down and goal. Jackson. Dick Jackson hit, and he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 37, Raiders 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Raiders 21.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Stevens. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Go and play action with Stevens. From right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. He may try and run for this. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a goal-to-goal touchdown.
We dominate.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Ravens 44, Raiders 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Stevens, buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stevens. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw on second down, Stevens. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on first down, Stevens. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevens being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 4th down, Stevens. And here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 51, Raiders 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stevens forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 27. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
58. Raiders 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And then he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything looked.
And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.